Thought this game would decide the Atlantic. Florida State and Clemson, they will meet in Death Valley. Tigers, should the Tigers lose this game, they'd need NC State to lose again. Now, Florida State is going to be playing on Championship Saturday, just as we thought they would, just not how we thought they would. Florida State has rescheduled a previously canceled game against Louisiana Monroe because it is very likely that the Seminoles will need the W to become bowl eligible. They've been to 35 straight bowls. Florida State does need to win 3 of their last 4. It's a good thing they rescheduled that game because they ain't winning today.
The public perception is Florida State is the choice in the ACC.
We all figured the winner of that game is going to win the ACC.
The rest of our season really hinges on these 4 quarters. Beginning of the season, when the schedule came out, a lot of people probably felt like, oh man, it's going to come down to Clemson, Florida State. That's exactly what it's come down to. There's 0 difference. Nothing has changed.
You got to be ready to compete. You understand who you're playing. There isn't a secret. And there's a lot on the line as far as what we have for pride and the things that go on and how you want to be perceived yourself of any time you play. How hard you play, how well you play.
All you got to do is turn on the tape, and as a coach, you see a lot of things that present a lot of problems. We got to win the game to win the division.
That Clemson flag keeps flying. We may be headed toward a Clemson-Miami showdown in the ACC championship game, 3:30 Eastern time. I said it. I said Florida State, no shot at winning. Am I wrong?
No, you couldn't be more right. I agree. No shot.
I'm careful personally only because of the recruiting and the roster of players.
All right.
I would just say anytime you take a team like Florida State and say no shot, and that's all they've heard all week, you're going to pull out the pride in them. Wouldn't be shocked at all if this game is competitive, and at some point there'll be a breaking point of emotion. Clemson's defensive line just way too good for the Florida State offensive line, and all that build-up emotion will go tumbling down, and it'll feel like an avalanche. But I think it could be competitive.
You know, you had the Pope over your shoulder.
Oh, did I?
I wasn't talking about LC. LC's over your shoulder, too. Do they need some divine intervention to beat Clemson today?
Yeah.
I think Pope's back here. Bro.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, what do you think?
That's what I was going to say. Is just, remember Sean McGuire?
Yeah.
Several years ago, Jameis Winston gets suspended, backup quarterback, no shot.
Chance.
Blackman hadn't played well. Defensively, they still got dudes at Florida State.
Yeah.
Hey, Kelly,
you guys are good, though.
Here's what I'll say.
This is good.
Here's what I'll say. I still don't think if Kelly Bryant's not just going to line up and smash Florida State.
Right.
That's not going to happen. He hadn't proven consistently he's going to beat you with his arm. I think this will be a pretty close game.
All right, Clemson's a big favorite.
So like
game
less than
this
10?
afternoon.
Less than 16.
Oh, okay.
See it on ESPN. You see the temperature is going to be in the 50s. Florida State, Clemson, followed by Alabama and Mississippi State. You can see all of the games streaming live on the ESPN app. You can always watch Game Day back as well. Bear is loaded over here with ACC games on the board. You don't have Florida State and Clemson on there. You do have Virginia Tech and Georgia Tech there.
Do you know when this is the first time, the biggest Florida State has been an ACC road underdog since 2002 when they came down here. That was 28-27. The loss to the defending national champion Miami, defending national championship Clemson today.
Close. So you think closer than the experts?
I think it could be. I agree. I think it could be. It's hard for Florida State to get up for Syracuse and games like that.
Yeah.
I think today.
This will bring out the best
I think this will bring out the best in them today.
I agree.